I've never been a Logan Paul guy, but I tuned in to watch that YouTube stream, him selling that card.
I have always been a Logan Paul hater. And if you get me to watch WWE, I guarantee you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking forward to the Logan Paul match.
Will he ever be the level of a John Cena? Maybe. He's got the potential and drive to do it.
He's gonna be like The Rock, dude. There's gonna be a moment where they realize nobody's booing him anymore. Once the fans start cheering the bad guy, the inevitable happens. We get our greatest babyface of all time, Logan Paul.
The Logan Paul Pokemon card sale.
Oh, no way! We have now crossed the $15 million.
So Logan Paul sold a Pokemon card for $16.5 million. Yeah, you heard right. A piece of cardboard with Pikachu on it sold for more than most people will make in 10 lifetimes. He bought it for about $5.3 million back in 2021, slapped it on a diamond necklace, and flipped it for a cool $8 million profit. Guinness World Records even showed up to make it official. You'd think the whole Pokemon collecting community would be popping champagne right now. Like, if this guy can get $16 million for one card, my Charizard from elementary school has got to be worth something, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Instead of celebrating, the hobby is dealing with a massive headache. There's drama about shady business deals, questions about whether the card even deserves its perfect grade, and a whole separate disaster involving the Pokemon brand in China that's making major companies run for the hills. The sale didn't lift all boats. It just made everyone realize how messy this whole world has gotten.
Golden said someone wants to place an irrevocable bid on the illustrator. Let me explain what that means.
What are you saying right now?
Bro, this can't be legal.
Ollie Market says the card is gonna sell for 10.6 million. I've been saying it's gonna sell for 10.7, so it's about right.
My high school football coach said if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Hey, what you just saw, pretend like you never saw it.
All right, so we'll just cut that out.
I got cases of One Piece. I'm a collector. I'm a collector. Look, I'm not pretending I'm a One Piece mega fan. I did watch the live action show.
Here's the deal. With that 16 million number, it sounds insane, because it is insane. But that card isn't like any other card you own. It's called a Pikachu Illustrator, and only 39 of them were ever made back in the late 90s as a prize for a Japanese art contest. Out of these 39, only one has ever gotten a perfect PSA grade. Logan owned that one. So when people see headlines about Pokemon cards selling for millions, they think, oh sweet, my old binder must be worth a fortune. The cards regular people own, even the rare ones, don't move because some billionaire bought the rarest thing on earth. What actually happens is these crazy sales bring out the worst kind of people. You get the guys who don't care about Pokemon at all, who never ripped a pack in their life, suddenly showing up at card shops trying to invest. They buy up everything that looks shiny, hoping to flip it. And then, when the hype dies down, they dump it all and move on to the next thing. Real collectors get stuck with inflated prices in a market that feels fake.
You kidding me? Shut the up, bro.
If my cards are up now, is that just temporary because we just had a $16 million Pokemon sale? Or is there some level of like, that brings the whole market up?
$16 million is hype no matter what it is. So even if people that normally buy and sell Pokemon cards aren't going any crazier because of it, people that don't are definitely buying some thinking they're gonna get the next big payday.
So this is the greatest thing to ever happen to the hobby then?
Wait, did the card actually deserve a perfect score? Another thing that's got people talking is whether the card should even be considered perfect in the first place. PSA grading is supposed to be this sacred thing. If they slap a 10 on your card, that means it's absolutely flawless. And since Logan Paul's card is the only PSA 10 illustrator in existence, the entire value comes from a little number in the corner of the slab. But now people are looking at the photos and asking questions. Are there tiny imperfections that got overlooked? Did the grader go easy because it was Logan Paul's card and they knew it would make headlines? Nobody has proof of anything shady, but the fact that people are even asking these questions is bad for everyone. Think about it. If you're going to drop serious money on grading a card, you need to trust that the company grading it is honest and consistent. The second you start wondering if grades are for sale, if famous people get special treatment, the whole system falls apart.
One of my favorite things to do in the world, I'm not kidding, is break open first edition boxes of Pokemon cards.
So what does this actually mean? At the end of the day, Logan Paul selling a Pokemon card for $16 million is a headline, not a trend. It doesn't mean your collection is about to make you rich. It doesn't mean the hobby is healthy. If anything, it shows how weird and complicated things have gotten. You've got crypto failures, grading controversies, international brand disasters, and a market that seems totally detached from what regular collectors experience. The people who actually love Pokemon, the ones who can name every evolution line and actually play the game, are getting pushed aside by speculators cashing quick money. The 16 million sale is impressive, but it's happening in a bubble, surrounded by scandals and questions that don't have good answers. And until the hobby figures it out, how to keep the magic alive without all the baggage, moments like this will feel less like celebrations and more like warnings.